How's it going, everyone? Mark here. Welcome back to my channel. I have the LEGO Friends Central Perk building set, which is number 21319. Comes with 1,070 pieces, and it's for ages 16 and older. I ended up getting this at Target because there was a sale going for it for $49.99. It's originally $55.99, and the funny thing was when I went to Target and they scanned it, it ended up being $65.99, but they decided to honor the sale price and brought it down to $49.99. So let's go ahead and do a quick review. I'm excited to show you the ins and outs of Central Perk, and let's get started. All right, so let's take a look at the box art here. We have the LEGO logo at the top left corner. We have the Friends logo going across the top, and it says the television series. You can see there's a whole scenario going on right over here. You have some of the details on the bottom left-hand corner. On the complete bottom, you have all 7 minifigures displayed, and the LEGO Ideas logo right here as well. You can see that there's Rachel, there's Phoebe, you got Ross, Monica, Chandler, Joey, and you have Gunther as well. If we go ahead and move it to the side, you can see the LEGO logo is at the top, the Friends logo right here, and throughout there's a couple of pictures showing reference to different points of the show. The cat, I'm assuming it's the cat who jumps on Ross's back when he's hitting on Rachel. You have the picture frame going over the people on Monica's door. There's Central Perk, well, the logo of Central Perk. You have the guitar that Phoebe plays, the umbrella, the couch, and the fountain where you see in the introduction they're sitting on it or they're dancing by the water fountain. If we go ahead and turn to the other side, you see 6 minifigures of the main characters, which is Joey, Rachel, Chandler, Phoebe, Ross, and Monica. Going to the back of it, it's a nice look we have overall. You can see at the top left corner, it shows Joey, Monica, and Ross sitting at the table drinking their coffee. On the right hand corner, you have Phoebe playing outside when she is told that she cannot play at Central Perk because they hired a different musician. So she kind of does her own thing outside and tries to make money off doing that. At the bottom left hand corner, it's Gunther behind the counter serving coffee. And then on the bottom right hand corner, you can see that the set where they sit and they're drinking their coffee, you could remove the rug and the couches from the actual play set itself to bring it out further. And then in the middle, you just have another scenario going on over here. So with that said, let's go ahead and kind of take a look at the booklet. All right, so we're going to look at the booklet that it comes with, and it's 164 pages of instructions. The front of the booklet is the same as the box art, and when we go through it, you'll notice that it gives you the lego.com apps page, and then you have the Central Perk / Friends story kind of going on here. On the right side, it focuses on the 6 characters besides Gunther. You have the Meet the Fan Designer. You have the Meet the Lego Designers, and then as you keep going forward, it's the same couple of pages, except it's in a different language besides English. Now we'll focus on the 6 bags that it comes with. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and each one focuses on building, certain parts of Central Perk as well as a character in each bag. So bag number 1 focuses on building Gunther, and you have the foundation of the building set. Bag number 2, you'll see that it focuses on building Rachel, the back wall behind the counter. Bag number 3 focuses on Joey, and you have the other wall that you build. Bag number 4 gives you Chandler with his laptop. You start putting in some more detail like the rug over here, some other stuff going on the wall. Bag number 5 gives you Phoebe and Ross. You have a couple things going on in the stage area of Central Perk. And last but not least, we have bag number 6 that gives you Monica with her chocolate cupcake and the rest of the details that go on in Central Perk, such as the couch and the rug underneath. When you finish that up, you just got a couple of idea things going on here, as well as the box sets for Mickey Mouse, Flintstones, and the LEGO Ideas, and you have the feedback page. All right, let's start with Chandler. We have Chandler with his season 1 hair. We got the blue undershirt and the black vest, as well as his tan khakis. He does have an alternate face, and if we go ahead and turn it around, it shows that he's not thrilled at all. So we'll go and put his hair back on, and that is Chandler with his alternate face. Now, I personally think they did a great job with Chandler. If you see that, you can take a look at his mouth. I think that mouth definitely shows that Chandler feature that it's kind of a weird thing to point out, but I definitely think it really covers Chandler's look overall really well with that mouth design they have going on over there. Okay, next we have Joey, and Joey has his silly smile that goes on when he's getting flirty or he's feeling a little goofy. He's got a red jacket and black pants, and if we turn him to the side, you can see that he has a satchel kind of going over his jacket. If we take his hairpiece off and rotate his head, he still has a smile going on, and I think they cover Joey really well with this, especially with that other face that I had originally where he has that flirty smile like he usually does. All right, next we have Rachel, and Rachel has her hair done. She's got her blue waitress outfit going on. The skirt stops right here and her black leggings going underneath. If we take off her hairpiece and we give her her alternate face, she is not very thrilled. She has an angry face going on. So that is Rachel Green for you. All right, next we have Monica, and I think Monica is a very interesting minifigure because it comes with a nice hairpiece. The black hairpiece drapes down in the front as well as in the back. If we go ahead and flip her back over, she has a white undershirt. She's got suspenders on as well as tan pants. She also does have an alternate face. If we go ahead and turn that around, she's not looking so thrilled. I do think they covered this Monica really well, and I'm very pleased with it. All right, the next minifigure we have is Ross, and I think Ross is probably my favorite minifigure here because it definitely replicates his look the best. I think you could see it in his eyebrows and his mouth. The hairpiece definitely does justice. He's got his cream jacket, his blue undershirt, and his tie. You can see that he has brown pants on. If we turn him around, he has a little bit of detail on the back of that jacket. If we rotate his face, he has an alternate face too. And it's hard to describe what his face is, but it kind of looks like he's he kind of looks like he's smirking, but at the same time, he's kind of like, really? So I think this is a good Ross overall. The face definitely does it justice, as well as the hairpiece. Okay, here we have Phoebe, and in my opinion, Phoebe's probably the most plain-looking Lego minifigure. I don't think the face is totally spot on. I don't know what they could have really done to change it, but I don't look at it and go like, yeah, it's totally Phoebe. Now, what really gives it Phoebe, or what gives Phoebe her look is, I would say it's the hairpiece overall. It's the ponytail coming down in the back, and her outfit in general. It's kind of that trippy looking dress shirt that she would wear. She's got her brown pants, and if we take off her hairpiece, she does have an alternate face, and she's like, oh my gosh. That is Phoebe right there for you. But once again, I don't know. Maybe you guys will agree with me, maybe disagree. I'm not sure. I just don't think it's very Phoebe overall, except for the hairpiece and the outfit. But that face just doesn't really do it justice for me. And finally, we have Gunther, who is a supporting cast member. And I think Gunther's a little botched in this one. It's not like Phoebe where it's the face, but I think it's more of the hair because his hairpiece in here is a white slick back do that he has going on. And Gunther doesn't have white hair. He has more of a bleached hair, style. And it's actually like he's balding in the show. So I think the hairdo is kind of, it doesn't really replicate Gunther too much. However, once again, I don't know how they would have done that necessarily. But what does do him justice is the green dress shirt that he has on, his tie, and his black pants. And if we turn him around, he's got a little bit of detail going on. Take his hairpiece off, and I think we could see that he has, well, I don't think, but I know he has a not so pleasant look on his face as well. So that is the 7 minifigures of the Friends Central Perk building set. All right, so here we have the Central Perk set that's actually in front of us right now. There's a couple things to go over. There's quite a few details going on here. But the first thing I'm going to point out are these 2 stage lights that are on the top left and right corners. And it gives you that live audience feel. So when you go to the show, you'll notice that there's the stage lights. Well, I mean, they're not airing anymore, but those are the stage lights that give it that live audience feel. You don't see them on the show. But it's cool because these flaps right here, they move up and down. And you could actually rotate these as well. You can move them up, down, push in, or out. But they do not light up. But it's a nice little addition to give it that live audience feel. If we go ahead and move it around, you'll notice that there's a couple of missing pieces here. And I found that really strange. They did not fill those up. And, it's not a big deal because that's not really something you're going to be looking at when you play with it or if you display it. But, being OCD like that, I'm just kind of like, why is that missing? But that's just how it is. I looked at the booklet a couple times, and that's just how they did it. I wasn't missing anything. If we go ahead and move it over to the back of the Central Perk coffee house, we can see that there's a door, there's the window, and then going on further, so you have the red and white awnings going over the window and the doors. It's a double door that goes inwards, so you could go inside Central Perk. You have a trash can out here. There's the window, and you can see the flowers inside the window. What I'm trying to figure out right here is this picture. I'm not sure who it's supposed to be or what it's for, and I'm assuming it's like an advertisement for someone to play at Central Perk or something like that. So if anyone actually knows who that is and what it's supposed to be, please let me know in the comments. I'm trying to figure that out. And then on this window, this is a removable window that you could actually flip in and out. I kind of wish that they did the print on both sides, but it says Central Perk. It would have been nice to have Central Perk on the outside and on the inside, but it's only one way. It's not a big deal. Once again, it's just kind of an OCD thing of mine. But I chose to keep it on the inside because most of the time, well, majority of the time, I'm going to be looking at the inside of Central Perk rather than the outside. So that's how I have it. You could choose to do how you wish as well. And if we go ahead and move over back to the front of Central Perk, it gives you, once again, the details of what's going on inside. So let's go ahead and talk about the details real quick. This is a tight squeeze over here, but you can see that there is the menu item on the wall behind the counter and the tables and chairs right here. It's the Central Perk menu that is written in chalk. It says Long Island Cream, Central Jolt, you got the New York Classico, and a couple of other items. I think there's 10 items total. If we move over to the right, you can see there is the coffee station that Gunther works at, and it's the it's a nice look overall. You got some gold detail going on. There is lighting on the left right up here. This is all coffee, machines going on. You have your plant, you got your 2 clear mugs, another plant right here. And if we focus in more on towards the door, there's the pink mug, you got like a green pitcher, another light at the top. So let's back up a bit. You can see Gunther's counter. It comes with a cookie jar, and there's 2 cookies inside of it. They do give you a third one just in case you want to add it, but the booklet says to put 2 in, so that's what I did. And then you have your white coffee mug as well as your cash register. It's a nice feel overall, and I think they covered the bases really well too. I did add his broom, Gunther's broom, to the coffee station just to give it that extra detail. And then if we focus on the door, you can see that there's the window above the door. The door leads out to the back of Central Perk. There is that white, green, and red drapery that goes over the door, and to the right of it is the yellow, white, and pink mugs on the wall. Okay, and you can see that hanging from the wall, sticking out is the service sign that points at Gunther's counter, where you could get your coffee at. I know in the show it looks like it's hanging down more, but obviously there's no roof to the set, so they have it sticking out from the wall. And behind that service station, that service sign is the picture frame with, I want to say it's the Manhattan Bridge. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the Brooklyn Bridge. Please correct me if I'm wrong with this and let me know. Because I'm not very familiar with the New York area overall. Let's go to the right. You can see that there are 4 lit candles. You have your pink and yellow roses that you'll see through the outside of the window. You got your red sofa, and moving backwards, there is a coffee table as well as 2 bar stools. And I put Rachel's serving tray on top of the table with the white mug. You could add that to her minifigure if you choose to. I just chose to have it right there because I had her sitting with the rest of the cast. Here you can see the chalk on the sign. It says Live Tonight Phoebe Buffet with the Smelly Cat logo that she sings a lot at open mic. The smelly cat, smelly cat. Yeah, that's it. So I just realized that's also what's in the box art. It's not the cat that jumps on Ross, it's the Smelly Cat logo. So that is right there for when she plays open mic. When we go ahead and move to the right some more by the double doors that lead out to the front, you can see there is the fire truck hat. I believe it's a fire truck hat that's hanging there. And then you have a pink and black umbrella stowed away. And then once again, your double doors. And then we back up a bit. You have your 3 pillars that hold up the ceiling. And then we will see the Central Perk logo on the window right there. Like I said, you could flip that outward so it could face the outside as well. You have your purple and yellow flowers that are in the pot that are on the stand right there. You got your red couch. I put Phoebe's guitar on it just to give it a little nice touch when I have Phoebe sitting down with the cast, as well as her mic that she uses for open mic, and a table next to the couch as well. Finally, we'll focus on the main focal point of the Central Perk building set. You'll notice there is the orange couch that the cast likes to sit on, as well as this tan sofa that people sit on as well. It could be either Ross or Phoebe or whoever you choose to put there. You also have your yellow chairs with the brown backings and legs to it, the table next to it, and then you also have this coffee table with the pizza box and the slice of pizza on top. You have your purple and pink flowers. You have your yellow mug and the reserve sign you will always see when they are sitting at the table. Underneath is a removable rug, which is made up of different colors, whether it's, it could be green, orange, gray, and red, as well as the blue border going around it. Like I said, it does remove itself, and I will show you that right now. Okay, you can see if I lift up the set, we're going to grab it from the bottom, and then we're going to pop out underneath. You'll see that if I grab it by the couch, I could lift up the whole rug set with the couch and the chairs and the table on it, and I could put it out front. And if you have no room to play, people who want to play with their Legos, you could see that, just popping this out makes it a little easier to play with them. You kind of put the pieces together, or, put the minifigures on the couch and whatnot. But it's held together. It's kind of held in place by these black plates and then the surrounding wall on the floor. And all you do is you pick it up by the orange couch because it's pretty sturdy overall. And you just kind of slide it back in place, insert it in there, and there you go. just like that. These two chairs right here are very loose. They pop out very easily just because they're held together by one stud. You can see right there, there's just that one stud. So you just kind of have to, if they do pop out, you just kind of press it back in, but they'll pop out pretty easily if you're trying to play with it. So just be careful with that. All right, so here I have the cast set up the way I want it to be. I got Gunther behind the counter over there, waiting for people to come in and take their order. I have Joey, Lone Wolf, right there, standing or sitting on the chair and by the table, just smiling at his coffee. I got Chandler with his laptop and his coffee mug, looking at his friends. I have Monica with her chocolate cupcake and a red mug. Phoebe's a little more forward on the couch because the back of her hair actually keeps her from sitting back all the way. I have Rachel with her tray, and she's serving her friends. Remember, she's not a great waitress, but I think, you know, this replicates exactly what you see on the television show. And then you have Miserable Ross right there, hi, you know, just kind of with his arms up because the armrest is forcing it up. But I think I have it exactly how I want it. Now, I could also add the keyboards to the stage, but I'd have to remove the mic stand, and I don't want to do that because I personally like the mic stand better with the guitar on the couch. But this is how I have it set up, and I'm very pleased with it. So, all right, my final thoughts on this set is it's a wonderful set to build. I had a blast doing it, and I mentioned before that I just got into Friends, and mainly because of the set. My sister's a huge fan of it, and I always thought it was pretty funny. I just never got too into it, but buying the set, putting it together, I was like, man, this is cool. Like, it was a lot of fun to do. There's a lot of detail, but there's a lot of things I don't know about it. So I started watching the show, and I'm on season 3 right now, and it's cool how fast, like, you could pick up on all the things that you see in the Lego set, and you notice it in the show as well. So I highly recommend this set to any Friends fan out there. Even if you're not a fan of the show, it's a wonderful set to look at. It looks great on display. There's a lot of aspects of it that are really enjoyable to look at and to play with as well. It's definitely a play set. I did mention those chairs on the left. The yellow chairs pop out really easily, so just be careful. You could remove the section where they're all sitting, you know, the rug and the couch. You can remove that from the set, pull it out, play with that. There's a lot of interchangeable parts, like I said, the mic stand and the keyboards. But you will have fun building the set, no doubt. It looks great. There's a lot going on. And for the deal, or for the value of it, it's so worth it. If you're spending $55.99 on any set that's over 1,000 pieces, I definitely think the price value is totally worth it. Compared to the last review I did, I mentioned how the Lego Star Wars Land Speeder set was $30 for 236 pieces, you know, and that's pretty bogus in my opinion. And I said Lego kind of has a funky way of pricing their sets, but you know, just for like $25 more, you have 1,070 pieces, so you can't go wrong with this. So definitely pick it up. It's a little harder to find now. I did get lucky. I found this at a Target after looking it up on the app. So you get it for a good sale price. I do plan on getting the Friends apartment set, which looks great as well. But if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about this set in general. Thanks for watching, and take care everyone. I'll see you in the next video.